crazy range, it can catch it.
Oh.
Carry.
Carry instead.
I mean, like, again, this is just about comfort. So I feel like this is just Vamos style. We understand what the draft is, but we know our
many ways
hero.
just escape.
They do. We'll see if there's enough shredding to happen here from Team Vamos. Once again, we jump into the land of Dawn. RRQ Hoshi, we got things settled out, and I believe it is still, you know, one thing we were wondering is, was it going to be that vengeance on Dyron? It looks like it still is. We get a good close-up of the junglers, and there it is, right? We still have that vengeance, so things are still looking normal. Everything is as good as it should be. Now for RRQ Hoshi, if they're looking to win the series and cap things out, it's a strong start, especially when Edok gets that level 4. And I would say, man, even when we saw that in the game 1 where, you know, that early aggression came out and then Zorn was delayed and the rest of the team was delayed, that was not the start you wanted for Team Vamos. So they kind of take this more slower approach, at least in the early game before this first Lith Wanderer. They just don't want to get tossed up, hopefully, here from Zorn. Not sure if he's actually going to be able to pull this off. So I think this is one of those games, Mirko, where we have to wait for those level 4s for this lineup.
Definitely. It's all about the level 4. It's all about the first neutral objective. We've seen just earlier, you know, in game number 1, or match number 1 rather, SRG versus Fnatic Onyx Philippines, how the Joy was able to take control of the game up against a very, I would say, similar composition when it comes to lockdown, right? They had a lot of lockdown. Edok walking up, Jikundo. Shanpu's ready again. Sutsujin just going with the beats. Chibi going for the stun. A lot of damage over to Rins just early on here. Rins will be forced to recall, so it's an early win for Vamos up top, though. Nets. Great dodge away from Skylar, who was looking to get the stun, or immobilize, rather, there with the Inspire.
Yeah, even utilizing the Inspire. Zorn here. Going to take a couple shots, though, but still kind of limit testing, of course. That turtle is now up. Both roamers still waiting for the level 4s available. So junglers will take their time. They'll grab their buffs, and they'll meet up here. Still, meanwhile, up top, the gold lane battle. Nets almost level 4 there. Skylar's going to have to get sent back, it looks like. Right now, Turtle, though, for the taking as both get in position. Edok nearly there. Might actually get it before the fight breaks out. And could possibly go for a kick, but a Warlord also holding on to a Glorious Pathway. Oh,
great stun. Edok gonna be slain. Chibi claims first blood. Sutsujin walking up, Darren popping Glorious Pathway. That's the AOG. Sutsujin electrifying beats. Now goes in for the Retribution. Chibi winning it again and slicing him down. That's a double as Rins disengages with the Crimson Beacon.
Be jumping into the game, back into it. Whoa. Okay. So as we take a look, we catch back up. There is that little bit of lead for Team Vamos, of course. Chibi doing his thing, grabbing the buffs right now, and we'll see. This time around, this is where you start to see that shift for the roamers. Are they going to be able to go ahead and set things up for those pick-off potentials? Because RRQ Hoshi wants to keep things from getting too out of control, and it looks like it might be Team Vamos.
Stun. Unstoppable force. Oh, Edok flickers out to safety. Team Vamos, like we said, right? They want to go for the pickoffs here. They want to fight. The double kill. Rins in the mid lane has Crimson Beacon. Will get slashed down.
4 minutes in, Team Vamos. Just before we had that break, grab that double kill for Chibi, plus the turtle. And now they find themselves here, Nets.
Oh, this might be a solo kill up top. Assassination, Sutsujin claims it. Solo kill up top. Skylar gonna shove the wave now. Nets should be on track to actually lose some minions there as it gets shoved in. Chibi, though, will stay active on the map, just getting the trade on the map with the orange buff take.
Gets the information, you know. Opposing jungler there on the top side. Might as well go ahead and capitalize from it, but that's a lot of extra gold, too. You know, going to the hands here towards RRQ Hoshi. It whittles down that goldie that was building up. You can see that now kind of diminished. Still holding on a little bit, but this will be the interesting part. Oh!
Edok gonna be caught. Wait, the dragon still, though, sniped down by the arrow of Chibi. And now he is on a killing spree. 3-0, a level ahead of Sutsujin.
Good start, Ren, already. Team Vamos should just really get this out. Oh, top, though.
It's going to be a dive attempt. It seems a full dive. Nets slain again. Sutsujin claims the kill. How do they retreat? Warlord of the Crimson Beacon. That's AOG. Rin's able to flicker around Skylar looking for the other angle. That's going to be the ejector to pull Sutsujin back. And Skylar will be able to escape with the help of Tyron, who rotates all the way from XP.
So it looks like RRQ Hoshi wanted to go ahead and take a page out of Team Vamos' book and, you know, trade things out. Oh, here's a kick, though.
There you go. All the weakness points already used up as well. Skylar should be able to go and fly. That's the Inspire. Zorn taken down. Diamond walking up. Chibi going to be stunned down as well as Warlord goes in for the Terrify. Only connecting another one as the taunt will connect to Rins. Now put the flancher. Chibi gets the 4th kill in the game. And now it's Diamond with a vengeance. Still, it'll be the shred coming down from 4 members, and Nets will claim that kill.
That's the shred that we were talking about. Feels a while ago, but we were talking about this carry and how this will work in the lineup for Team Vamos. And even then, again, Edok gonna wait patiently. Skylar just around the corner.
That's away the dragon. He was waiting for that. The immobilization will lock him down under the turret, and Edok takes the kill.
Well-timed play. Definitely needed here. You know, Nets obviously having those 3 deaths now at this point, struggling just a little bit, but this time around, Chibi having a completely different game. Complete 180 from the previous one where he was sitting at 0-4 at one point. So now in control, will take down this tier 1 lane. Top side though.
Skylar will be flying out. That will be a turret trade up top, and it'll just be traded with an AOG. Turret down below though from Team Vamos too, with Chibi taking it earlier.
I can say that's one thing that RRQ Hoshi is obviously always good at in the matches that we've seen in the M6 is if they're going to trade, it's usually, you know, cross-map. It's teams not getting anything for free, essentially, you know?
Yep.
RRQ Hoshi will go ahead and get an objective or a kill if they can, or even down to the buffs alone. But it's still Team Vamos holding on to a nice little lead. Warlord holding on to the Glorious Pathway, gonna get dragged in.
Purify already out. Glorious Pathway, no, kicks him back to the fray right now. Is that's gonna be a trade? Oh no, Smooth actually taunted the other side. Ejector over to Dyron, only tank now. Sutsujin walking forward, has the electrifying beats. As the Glorious Pathway placed down, Nets will take a bit of damage as they all, RRQ will just rotate towards the turtle.
Yeah.
Smooth walking up again.
Walking up again, Smooth. Chibi there, just around the corner too. They jump in, they're gonna have to fight for the turtle.
Skylar wants to go for the weakness points on the Zorn. Zorn with a good flicker out. Skylar still with the chases. Dyron gets taken out. That's a 1-for-1 trade. Now, it's all for the turtle. Chibi wins it out. Skylar to purify it. Chibi shuts him down. Rins with a flicker forward. Nets slaying as well. Both of the gold laners falling down. It's a 3-for-2, but Vamos got the turtle again.
3 for 3 for Team Vamos in the objectives. And again, Chibi nearly just unkillable, it seems, at this point. Look at the damage alone with the Soul Sever. He'll go ahead and now take the purple buff. They get the tier 1 in the mid lane. Right now, Team Vamos pulling further ahead. Just with some of these team fights that are going in their favor, this is what they wanted the previous game. They couldn't get it because of how bad the early game was for them in game 1. Well, it seems like they've made the adjustments. Now at this point, they put some more pressure around the map. And it's RRQ Hoshi trying to catch their best, trying to catch up at this point. Edok will get spotted out. Smooth keeps him at bay. So now the question is, where does RRQ Hoshi go from here?
I think where they go from here is they just play it slow again, right? I mean, in the mid-game, it'll still be very reliant on Skylar, RRQ Hoshi. But the thing is, Vamos actually have many ways to deal with the 1-1. We saw earlier a great usage of the Purify from Nets to bait out Skylar into a bad spot and then to reset the weakness points. That's what you get with the Purify. So a lot of times we will see that. A lot of times, the other times, we will see Smooth just use the AOG to revitalize to soak in as much damage from the crossbow with Tang as well. And then later on, there will be Winter Crowns and Wind of Natures.
Yeah, that's going to be a play on part. Chibi already with a massive lead in kills and everything else. Look at that. So Soul Sever alone, he did get VOD, but now he has to deal with this.
Oh, man. 3 members up top. Chibi with the juke. And that's going to be a taunt. Chibi still looking for the damage. Lantern Flare on him. Does he get away? Oh! Will be slain. Chibi gets the godlike. Dyron with a vengeance. This is a failed attempt of a team fight so far. Chibi still alive, shooting the arrow down. The AOG will come down, and it will just be another member falling from the Kings of Kings. RRQ Hoshi have gambled into a bigger deficit.
This looks like a different Team Vamos than what we saw in game 1. I mean, talk about just synergy and being able to rely on each other. Chibi was in a bad position, really low, and then able to go ahead and wait on the team and then even get a shot off to help capitalize on a kill. And all that leads into another objective secured. Lord now taken by Team Vamos. They want more.
They do, and Chibi just comes in, retrieves the purple buff, takes it away, now with a 3-level lead. And he is just a camp away from level 15.
Again, this point, RRQ Hoshi finds themselves with their backs against the wall, against their walls of their own base, especially with this push in. This is just a massive lead right now in terms of even the scalability for Team Vamos. Nets already shredding through that front line, just like we saw earlier. So now the mid, the focus here. The shields are going to go down here in the mid lane. A couple shots here from a distance. Glorious Pathway going to be set down just to help clear out the Lord a little bit more. We'll see what Team Vamos continues to take. Susujin will go ahead cut down that wave. Might get caught out in a fight with Chibi here, depending on how this is played.
That's a 1v1. Chibi waiting for the ability. So Jin dashing away. Now another reset as well. Oh, the damage from Chibi! That's a solo kill. Meanwhile, Skylar slain. Zorn will be traded back, but it's a worth it trade for Vamos. They're just gonna holla their way into the base.
That's 4 members down of the Kingdom. Next up, the Turret and Team Vamos. Are they gonna look to close out the game?
Looks like they will. One Cannon in the mid lane. Team Vamos will secure the Game 2 victory to equalize on the board.
And Team Vamos makes it happen in Game 2. A stark difference from their performance in Game 1. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a series on our hands. Took us a little bit longer to get through it, but hey, we're happy to get to Game 3, and we hope for the smoothest sailing at that point. But man, RRQ